Now, as you may recall in a previous vid I did a week ago, last year I reviewed the classic of the Pink Panther, and that last vid I was talking about that I did a week ago was its actual sequel, A Shot in the Dark. Well, after over a decade since who saw that film long ago, I think a lot of y'all did, we finally get to see Inspector Clouseau back and the Pink Panther Diamond as well. Prepare yourselves to celebrate its 50th anniversary today. Here's my review of The Return of the Pink Panther. This is Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. Greetings, my fellow YouTubers, and welcome to Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. My name is Dual, better known to as the Big D, and this time around I bring to you a review of the 1975 comedy flick The Return of the Pink Panther, released by United Artists for ITC Entertainment along with Pimlico Films, Maurice Jeffrey, and Jewel Productions. The film was released on this day, May 21st, 1975, in the US, before it was released on New Year's Day the following year in the UK. Now, actually, this is the fourth overall film, but it's the third film to have Peter Sellers returning the role of Inspector Clouseau for the first time since A Shot in the Dark, after having declined to reprise his role in the previous installment of the Pink Panther series, which was simply called Inspector Clouseau. And that starred Alan Arkin in the title role, which I have not seen that one, but we'll see. Anyway, also along with Sellers, Herbert Lom reprises his role as Chief Inspector Charles Dreyfus from A Shot in the Dark. There's also Andre Moran as Francois and Bert Kwok as KO. Three thereafter became regulars in the series. Then we have the character of Sir Charles Lytton, played by Christopher Plummer, since David Niven, who played the part in the first Pink Panther film, was unavailable. The stolen Pink Panther diamond once again plays a central role in the plot. The film did pretty well and revived the previously dormant series and with it Mr. Sellers' career. Alright, in the fictional country of Lugash, a mysterious thief seizes the Pink Panther diamond and leaves a white glove embroidered with a gold P. With its national treasure once again missing, the Shah of Lugash requests the assistance of Inspector Clouseau of the Surrey, as Clouseau has recovered the diamond the last time it was stolen. Clouseau has been temporarily demoted to beat cop by his boss, Chief Inspector Charles Dreyfus, who despises him to the point of obsession, but the French government forces Dreyfus to reinstate him. Clouseau joyously receives the news and duly I'm getting tongue-tied, departs for Lugash, but not before fending off a surprise attack from his servant KO, who had been ordered to do so to keep the inspector on his toes. Upon examining the crime scene in the National Museum, in which, due to his habitual clumsiness, he wrecks several priceless antiques, Clouseau concludes that the glove implicates Sir Charles Lytton, alias the notorious Phantom, as the thief. After several catastrophic failures to stake out Lytton Manor in Nice, Clouseau believes a mysterious assassin is attempting to kill him. He follows Sir Charles's wife, Lady Claudine Lytton, to the Gstaad Palace Hotel in Switzerland in search of clues to her husband's whereabouts and repeatedly bungles the investigation. Meanwhile, Sir Charles is teased about the theft by his wife and realizes he has been framed. Arriving in Lugash to clear his name, Sir Charles barely avoids being murdered and sent to the Lugash secret police by his associate known as the Fat Man, who explains that with the leading suspect dead, the secret police will no longer have an excuse to continue purging their political enemies. Escaping to his suite, Lytton finds secret police Colonel Sharkey waiting for him, who implies the fat man's understanding is correct. Excuse me. Sorry. But reminds him the diamond must be recovered eventually. Sir Charles pretends to cooperate, but is unable to hide his reaction when he recognizes a face on the museum's security footage. He avoids another plot by the fat man and his duplicitous underling, Pippi, and escapes from Lagash, secretly pursued by Sharkey, who believes Sir Charles will lead him to the diamond. Now, I'm going to go to the final act and the ending. As always, you know the procedure. You have 5 seconds to stop this video at once. Go to the description box below and fast forward to the time below as I count down now. If you've seen this movie already, please continue. Okay, you've been warned. In Gestad, Clouseau, still tailing Lady Claudine, is suddenly ordered by Dreyfus over the telephone to arrest her in the hotel room she's in. However, when Clouseau calls back to clarify the order, he is told that Dreyfus is on vacation. Sir Charles, who in the meantime is chartered a private flight out of Lagash, arrives at the hotel and is first to confront his wife. Lady Claudine admits she stole the jewel to spark excitement in their lives. Colonel Sharkey shows up, but just as he prepares to kill them both, Inspector Clouseau barges in. Sir Charles explains things to Clouseau, and Sharkey is about to kill the three of them. However, Dreyfus has followed Clouseau and is outside the hotel room with a rifle. Dreyfus, in effect, the mysterious assassin who has been trying to kill Clouseau all this time. And just as Dreyfus shoots at Clouseau, the inspector ducks to check if his fly is undone, and the shot kills Sharkey instead. The other three take cover while Dreyfus, insanely enraged by his latest failure to kill Clouseau, goes berserk until he's arrested. For once again recovering the Pink Panther, Clouseau is promoted to chief inspector while Sir Charles resumes his career as a jewel thief. At a Japanese restaurant in the epilogue, Kato unexpectedly attacks Clouseau again and triggers a massive brawl, destroying the premises. Clouseau chastises Kato for his ill timing, but then attempts to attack the latter from behind, only to fail and crash into the kitchen, causing more damage. And Dreyfus is committed to a lunatic asylum for his actions, where he is straitjacketed inside a padded cell and vows revenge on Clouseau. Film ends when the Pink Panther in cartoon form enters Dreyfus' cell, and watching the credits roll by films him with the end on the wall with his foot. End of story. So, what did I think of the Return of the Pink Panther? Well, I must say, this is a very good sequel. I really enjoyed it. It was pretty hilarious. It was just as hilarious as A Shot in the Dark was, or even the original. I think this was exceptionally really good. It made $75 million worldwide on its $5 million budget. It was exceptionally very, very good. Anyway, the film holds a score of 84% on Rotten Tomatoes. In the New York Times, a positive review by Vincent Canby said Clouseau is the very special slapstick triumph of Mr. Sellers and Mr. Edwards. He's referring to Blake Edwards. And Variety called it another very funny film about the eternal gumshoe bungler Inspector Clouseau. This film is in many ways a time capsule film full of brilliant sight gags and comedic innocence. Unfortunately, however, Gene Siskel wrote in the Chicago Tribune gave it 2 out of 4, finding Sellers' first scene funny, but for the rest of the movie, we not only know when each and every joke is coming, we know exactly what the joke will be. Charles Champlin of the LA Times wrote that the film was, I think, not up to what went before. Its calculations show, and the inspector is somehow too entirely the buffoon, lacking a redeeming pathos I seem to remember from the earlier outings. But in its vigorous and bullseye way, the film is a cheerful escape from all the things that ail us. Gary Arnold of the Washington Post called it a frequently hilarious and generally satisfying return to comic form, on the part of Peter Sellers, recreating the role of the hapless but dog French sleuth. The New Yorker wrote that Sellers was working here at his best. I couldn't agree more. So anyway, I had a lot of fun with this and what have you. Anyway, this was just such an incredibly funny film, and it's absolutely hysterical. Blake Edwards once again directs the film. He also co-wrote the story with Frank Waldman and also produced the film. Anyway, once again, Edwards does an exceptionally good job on this. Since, of course, the Pink Panther cartoons were still out there in theaters, and of course, the Pink Panther was still popular on Saturday mornings on NBC. They also have Henry Mancini back on board to do the film's score, and of course, he does the exceptionally classic Pink Panther theme song. Anyway, it was just so funny. Yeah. The score is absolutely good as well. For our cast, we have Peter Sellers once again playing Inspector Jacques Clouseau, and let me tell you something, he is absolutely very funny. Sorry, I know that's a little, you know, I know, I'm just being a little funny with y'all. Anyway, Catherine Schell played Lady Claudine, and I will say she's pretty good. Sir Charles Lytton, this time is played by Christopher Plummer. I'm going to say, well, I did like David Niven from the first film. He does a, Mr. Plummer, may he rest in peace, did a good job on this. Pierre Arn played Sharky, not bad. Herbert Lom, once again, Dreyfus, still, yeah. Andre Marin once again plays Francois. He's good. Grigory Aslan played the chief of the Lagash police. Let's see, we have Bert Kwok once again playing Kato. Anyway, and there's many others and what have you. So anyway, I really think this is an exceptionally fun-filled sequel. This did pretty well, and of course, after this, there would be another film in the franchise, which would be in The Pink Panther Strikes Again, which was released the following year. So anyway, Return of the Pink Panther is a great film. I would ask would I recommend it? I'd say hell yeah, go for it. This marked a big redemption for Peter Sellers, and he's still good in what have you, and very funny too. This breathed new life into the Pink Panther film franchise, and I gotta say it's really funny. So yeah, the story's good. The direction from Blake Edwards is good. The cast is real good. Henry Mancini's score is good. Enough said. I think I really do love this film. Actually, I do love this film after watching it a couple times. So anyway, what did you think of the return of the Pink Panther? Let me know in the comment section below. If you like this video, consider clicking the like button, subscribe, and be a part of the Big D Nation. Continue to help support my channel. Make it grow and make the views grow. Tell all your friends about my channel. Give them to know me. Maybe they'd like to be a part of my Big D Nation. Share my video with your friends if you like. And I will review more of the Pink Panther franchise later on down the road. Join me next time when I review the film Sound of Freedom. Excuse me. So if you like this, check out these other Pink Panther films I've done already. In the upper left-hand corner is my review of the original from 1963 that when it originally came out, but it came out in the US in 64. Or check out the remake or reboot from 2006 with Steve Martin as Clouseau. Or go to the bottom left-hand corner and see my recent review of A Shot in the Dark from 1964, the second film in this series. And the bottom right-hand corner is the button you can click to subscribe. If you like rankings and reviews on movies, TV, music, video games, etc., then I'm your guy. Thanks for watching. Until next time, I'm the Big D saying, see ya.